Yes, good
Yay.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. This is our fourth and final leadership team town hall for 2024. I can't believe it.
Oh,
Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're at in the country. My name is Carrie Hartnett. I am your 2024 national president from the great state of Oregon, where it is beautiful and 48 degrees here today. It's so wonderful to see you all. We're excited to hear from you. Before we get to that, we have a few items that we'd love to share with you about the last part of the year. And as I just mentioned, we're going into the home stretch, the final stretch of the 2024 year. We all know you're working so hard to close out a successful year, not only for your businesses, but for your network. And we are so grateful that you took the time to join us today to connect with your 2024 leadership team. Here's some of the latest updates from National and discuss the important developments and events on the horizon. So I'll take a quick minute to introduce my illustrious team. We've got 2024 President-elect Tammy Noel Adams, hailing from Atlanta, Georgia. We've got Cheryl Keller, your 2024 First Vice President, hailing from Rockland, California. Did I get that right? Carolyn Altman, your 2024 treasurer, she comes to us from Lake Havasu, Arizona, and Kim Sitton, your 2024 treasurer elect, hailing from Boise, Idaho. We're
yay.
all hello, ladies. Nice to see you all this morning. Uh, Also, we have joining us today our Women's Council CEO, Amanda Stinton from Chicago. She'll be helping us facilitate some of the questions as they come in from all of you. So, welcome, everyone. Tammy, I'm going to throw it over to you.
Thank you, Carrie. Wow, there is a lot going on in this last quarter of the year. Let me just think. We had elections, membership renewals, inaugurations, and national conferences coming up. Wow. I want to remind you all that this leadership team and your national liaisons, we're here for you. If you need any guidance on something, talking about membership, events, state and local leadership questions, governance bylaws, we are here for you. Follow the protocol, which would be go to your state liaison and your national liaison. And if they believe that they need to bring it up to the national level, then they will do so and we will get the answers that you need. So thanks to all of you that have taken the time to be on these town hall meetings with us this year. We really appreciate you asking the questions. So this is your last one for 2024. So please continue to ask those questions. That's what we're here for. So now let's just dive in. We're going to talk about today what's going to happen for the national conference and some highlights. And we're also going to give you guys an opportunity for open conversation. So we look forward to your questions. Thank you so much. Carrie, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tammy. Before we do, I wanted to give a heartfelt thank you to the work of all of our members that they did last week during our Helping Hands. We are looking forward to seeing and hearing what you have done. We know that this is a brand new thing that we are planning to roll out every year. So this was just the kickoff and our kind of our commemoration, and we're looking forward to seeing what y'all have done. We do encourage members continually who are interested in supporting the hurricane victims to make donations through the Realtor Relief Foundation. RRF is dedicated to providing immediate and effective relief to those who have been impacted by natural disasters, that specifically focusing on housing related assistance, and your contributions will help provide essential resources, allowing affected communities to recover. I believe we're going to share that link in the chat. We've got a specific women's council page that all the donations that are made through this specific link, I guess, or I think it's a code, really, a text code, whatnot, will be grouped together through Women's Council. But there's a lot of different ways. I know you're all out in your communities, all out in your associations. All of us have different links. Just be rest assured that these funds are tagged for natural disaster assistance. And so we just encourage you to continue to share your love with our members around the country. Cheryl. Let's hear
Thank
from
you,
you.
Carrie. Yeah, I saw everyone reaching out across the country during all the disasters, and Women's Council family, we stick together. So I'm sure many have already donated and will continue to do so. If anyone, and we have about 150, 160 people on the webinar today. So if at any time, if you have a question now or at the end, just submit that question in the Q&A feature or the chat bar box of the webinar. And we'll do our best to prioritize and address as many questions as time allows. And remember, beyond today's town hall, as Tammy said, you can always reach out to any of us on the leadership team or connect with your national liaisons and staff, because we are here to support you. In fact, part of Women's Council culture is providing a place where we can help each other grow. And that's
so
over to
true,
Carolyn.
Sean. Well, it's hard to believe, but membership renewal season is already here. I've renewed my membership. Have you done yours yet? Great news. Our staff, leadership team, and network leaders are ready to guide you through the process. Membership remains strong across the nation, and we are thrilled to see new networks continue to grow. We're also gearing up for an exciting national conference. More details will be coming your way soon. And don't miss the launch of our new Achieving Excellent webinar series for network presidents. We can't wait to share it with you. Before we jump further, let's take a moment to celebrate the 3,974 new members that have joined Women's Council this year. Last year, we welcomed 3,000 new members, and this growth reflects the incredible impact our community is making. Now more than ever, it is essential that we support and engage these new members to keep the momentum going. This year, we also saw the launch of 6 new charters. While we celebrate these achievements, along with the network certifications at our upcoming event in Boston, let's take a moment now to show these new charters some love.
Yeah, lots to celebrate. Definitely, we are looking forward to this continued growth. It's been really wonderful to see. I talk to and hear about new members and new networks regularly, and I'm just super excited about that. So thank you for sharing that update, Carolyn. Let's shift gears now to cover some things about this Achieving Excellence webinar series that we're very excited about. I wanted to make sure we go through some of the highlights for our also from our upcoming national conference. So the national conference in Boston is literally just about 2 weeks away. We heard 2 weeks from yesterday. So taking place from November 6th through the 10th, we have so many exciting events lined up with numerous opportunities for you to connect and get involved with your fellow members. We're going to cover more of that in just a moment. But I know briefly we touched on this Achieving Excellence series earlier. So let's dive in a little bit more. This is a really exciting new series that will be quarterly webinars. These are designed for our network leadership to carry forward the spirit of Network 360. We all know that you get, as a president-elect, you come in and you get a fire hose of information, and then by the time it's time to implement those things, you're like, what I know I heard that somewhere, but you're just kind of going through the years. So these are going to be offered year round. They're virtual trainings. They're designed to engage both the incoming state and local network leaders, and they'll be focusing on issues, again, to position you for continued success based on what you've learned at Network 360. So super excited about that.
Yeah, that's right, Carrie. And how long have we all wanted this to come to fruition?
Yeah,
so it's been one of those initiatives that we have been fighting for, and we're super excited to be able to roll that out. And so the Achieving Excellence series was designed for incoming state and local president-elects to receive that follow-up training that Carrie was talking about after Network 360. However, we do recognize that the series can also promote engagement among all officers, helping to build camaraderie and enhance goal planning and execution, which is so important. So if you are an incoming president, we want you there. And if any of the other officers at your state or local level have interest in the topics and want to attend, they can still register for a nominal cost. So make note, everyone, the first session is tomorrow. So if you haven't registered, register right now. It's tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time. There's still time to register. And it's free for network presidents and liaisons and available to other network officers for this small little cost of $20. And this is going to put to great use your beautiful workbooks that you got at Network 360 that we all love. So state and local presidents will be happy to hear that attendance at these quarterly Achieving Excellence programs will also be a new checkpoint on the 2025 network certification. And let me tell you, the Achieving Excellence series is really something special. It's all about giving our leaders the training they need to truly understand governance and how to run our networks smoothly. The series really boosts the value for our leaders, and it ends up being just an absolute win-win across the board for everyone.
Absolutely, Cheryl. I couldn't agree with you more. And we talked about this at Network 360, and well, here it is. The Achieving Excellence series is a wonderful opportunity for all of you. It's not only gives our leaders with tools that they need, it also creates a more informed membership by working together and sharing your experiences. So I really want to see all of you register for this next new series. This alignment is so important. It will allow you to really understand the theme of what we had at Network 360 was stronger together. This is going to help us work towards the shared success of the organization. It also helps create opportunities by reducing the number of members serving consecutive terms. That means we'll get a new perspective and bright ideals coming into this mix. Together, we can accomplish so much more. And it's truly exciting to see how this series will keep us straightening and tightening our organization. I hope that you're as excited as I am about the Achieving Excellence series, as we all are. We'll see you there tomorrow. All of us will be present and accounted for with you. Before we discuss the national conference highlights, I want to share with you that we held our 2025 leadership team retreat last week. And if you looked at on social media at all, I think we blew up social media, to be quite honest with you. It was a very, very, very magical weekend is the best way that I can describe it. Our focus was truly on what matters, and that's you, the members. The team came together with a unified vision. We're moving forward in a way that prioritizes and benefits our members in every step. Now let's shift gears and let's dive into what we are looking forward to at the national conference. And I just want to say this to Carrie, man, it's been an honor to serve with you and beside you, and allowing you to pass that baton to me is truly an honor.
Well, thank you, Tammy. It's been an honor to serve with this team and to serve our members. And it's a little bittersweet. Y'all understand that in a couple. As we all move through this position, it is only a 1-year term, but it's something that we all work towards and strive to for many years. So thank you, Tammy. Yes, the national conference is just 2 weeks away. I can't believe it. My second and last official meeting, right? At least in front of the members, kind of crazy. Can't believe that we're going to see you all in Boston in just 2 weeks. Super excited about that. There are so many exciting things that are planned, from sessions to networking to special events. We officially kick off on Tuesday with our Performance Management Network course, our PMN course, Leading with Impact, a Savvy Leader's Toolkit for Success. In the afternoon, this course will be instructed by our own Carrie Little and Robert Morris, both wonderful instructors. It's going to be a wonderful program that I think you definitely will all gain something for. So still time to register if you need one more PMN course or if you just want to attend. Wednesday evening, we'll have our PMN reception and marketplace. This is a great opportunity to connect with your fellow members. Maybe this year you've noticed things are changing up a little bit. We're going to have our PMN reception, which is separate altogether, and you can register a guest who isn't a PMN if you wish. So if you have someone traveling with you or someone that you want to share the benefits of the PMN community with, we'd love to see you there. So another reminder before the year ends, The ABR course is being offered for free through NAR and will count as one of our PMN credits. So I took it a couple months ago. It's a wonderful course. It's definitely going to be helping you to get through some of the changes that have occurred, that are going to occur, that have occurred. So visit our PMN website for full details and easy to follow steps to get your ABR designation using the existing course credits, and boost your professional edge, because this is going to set you apart in the real estate industry. And right now, showing our value is definitely going to set you apart, and that is part of it. So we're also thrilled to welcome Desmond Clark, a former Chicago Bears player, as our keynote speaker on Wednesday. He'll be sharing his thoughts on the symphony of leadership success and offering insights from his personal and professional journey. So that's really exciting. Plus, our staff has put together some of the most timely and relevant sessions and topics for your business, including tomorrow's real estate landscape panel, a session on the promises and pitfalls of AI, and so much more. I'm very excited to be a part of this, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks.
Wow, Carrie, what an exciting lineup to kick off the week. We're going to wrap up Thursday with a celebration of achievements, where we will honor our newly certified networks and celebrate the accomplishments of our latest PMN designees, and warmly welcome the Leadership Institute for 2025. This event is a fantastic opportunity to acknowledge and inspire the future of leadership and excellence within our organization. Friday kicks off with a keynote from Dr. Aaron Oskow, who will reveal 3 secrets to supercharge your sales. It's a must-attend session for everyone aiming to take their business to the next level. Later, don't miss our Women's Council session at NAR next from 1:30 to 2:30 at the Convention Center. Join us for unlocking success through collaboration. We'd love to see you all there. I'm going to leave it to Tammy to share how we're going to close out our day on Friday. Stay tuned.
Thanks, Carolyn. I'm excited to celebrate with our new networks, our new PMN designees, and the 2025 Leadership Institute class. They have persevered and have had an excellent year. As Carolyn mentioned, Friday night, we're going to wrap up the evening with my inaugural gala. I hope to see everyone there. We still have tickets. Don't hesitate. The night is packed with an incredible speakers, recognitions of our 2025 team, and an exciting after party. It's a perfect time to celebrate your 2024 achievements, and we all have achieved so much this year in 2025 under President Carey. Looking ahead for 2025, most importantly, get an opportunity to spend the time with each other and just to network and celebrate. So we look forward to seeing you all Friday night.
Thank you, Tammy. I am thrilled to pass the baton. And again, I said bittersweet, but thrilled to pass the baton because I know that you guys are ready to hit the ground running, and I can't wait to see and watch how things continue to grow and succeed in the years to come. So after our celebration on Friday, you can join your fellow members at the Sunrise Wellness Walk, where you can join me over at the NAR building, and I will be teaching yoga. As you all know, that is my passion. So this will be before our General Assembly, and it might be exactly what you need right after our celebration to just kind of refresh yourself, get some movement, because motion is lotion. You know how I feel about that. Little stretch break. We have some very special things planned for you during the General Assembly. Amanda and I will have a fireside chat to discuss the importance of fostering your leadership journey, our long-term organizational strategy, and other exciting things ahead. So don't miss that. We're also doing something really exciting this year at the General Assembly. We have partnered with the American Warrior Initiative and our strategic partner, Fairway, to present service dogs to veterans. This is so exciting, right before Veterans Day. This special presentation will be a very unique experience that you won't want to miss. And, you know, who doesn't love a good puppy in the morning? So anyway, super excited about that.
Motion is lotion. Is that a song, Carrie?
Probably.
Sounds like a 70s
The
song.
electric slide, right?
So we look forward to seeing everyone in Boston. We've each had such memorable and valuable experiences when we all come together at our national conferences. And today we've only scratched the surface on what we're offering. So make sure that you go to WCR.org to check out the full schedule of meetings and sessions. And we're still looking for booth volunteers for the NAR Expo. So if you want to engage at NAR next, attend with the attendees and boost the message of Women's Council for All, let us know. I'm sure, can we tell them where they're going to sign up? Can we put that in the chat, or is that, okay. So yeah, and one more thing, an important reminder that we'll host our governing board meeting on Sunday, November 10th. Where you'll all get the chance to meet our candidates for national office and elected positions. We're also presenting the 2025 budget that we're working diligently on right now and worked hard on throughout our retreat that we went on as well. So we'll be presenting that and voting on one bylaw change to align our bylaws with the changes executive approved in May. And again, you can find out more information on WCR.org. And Tammy.
Thank you, Cheryl. It's important to look back and see how integral these meetings truly are. We'd love to share some outstanding memories from the past national conferences that have really stuck with each of us over the years. Again, if you have any questions, I'd like to ask for you to please submit them in the Q&A feature or chat box of this webinar. We will address them shortly. First, let me tell you about one of my most favorite memories from the national conference. Wow, there's so many. As I thought about this, I thought about when I was asked to give the inspiration, and it was really, really great, really, really great. I was scared, but got up there and did it anyway, and it turned out to be a beautiful inspiration. The other one would have been being an ambassador at the national conference, just a highlight of my Women's Council journey. But those are two of my most favorite moments from the national conference. And of course, networking and seeing all you great members out there, but those would be two of my favorite. What about you, Carolyn?
I will tell you, we talked about the booth. And I enjoyed working the booth at NAR. I met so many interesting people, and I was able to actually spearhead a couple of new networks just from chatting with people like, what's this Women's Council all about? Well, let me tell you. So I'm going to tell you, if you've never signed up, please sign up. It's an adventure waiting to happen. Kim, what about you?
Well, I will say, and this may start out a little morbid, but right after my dad had passed, about a week before one of the conferences, and I wasn't sure if I should go or not, but I went, and I want to tell you the Women's Council love that I felt with the family stepping up meant everything in the world to me. And I have to say that love, that magic in the room is just the be all end all. Cheryl?
Okay, Kim, I'll change my direction because I had one very similar that means the world to me. That, so many times Women's Council family has been there for me on my journey. But one I remember from way back, a long time ago, I had gone to a national conference and I was looking for a referral partner in upstate New York for my grandmother's house. And so I just kind of put it out there and someone said, you'll meet someone. Well, I ended up sitting the very first day by Margaret Roberts, who was an amazing leader. And I just couldn't believe that I put it out there into the universe and I sat down next to her at a networking table. So just so many great memories. But that's definitely one that stands out.
Well, that's exciting. I'm going to defer my time to some questions and answers because we are running out of time. But I wanted to just say, let all of that inspire you to come prepared to meet your next best friend, meet your next best referral partner, as we come together to make things happen, grow as leaders, and connect with our fellow members across the country and beyond. So with that being said, Amanda, do we have any questions that we want to address here? We don't have a ton of time, but we do have a few.
Yeah, thank you, President Carey. We do have a few questions that came in. Many of them are related to achieving excellence. So if somebody could talk about the frequency of when these trainings will be offered, when we plan to have them throughout the year in 2025, that would be lovely.
Tammy, I'm going to kick that to you because I know you've been a part of this.
I want to say it's going to be every quarter we're going
Yes.
to put something out. We are very excited about this program. And if you have any thoughts, if you have any suggestions, maybe something of importance, because we schedule these out, but that doesn't mean that something might happen throughout the year that we might need to address early. But please feel free if you can think of anything that you want to talk about. Go ahead and submit that in so we can keep it on our thought in the event we can do an extra class or something.
Excellent, thank you. And can somebody speak a little bit more about the workbooks that you mentioned?
Oh, I love the workbooks. They're precious. They're precious. I can tell you that all of the presidents and the state liaisons received a workbook. And that was something that I was hoping that we would bring back. And of course, our staff blew it out the park with this workbook. And as I've traveled this year, I've seen the workbook copied all over the country thus far. It just goes over everything that they learned at Network 360. Anything that they wanted to remember that maybe they forgot, they can just flip through that workbook and it's in there. If they have any questions, maybe about something that was shown on a slide, those slides are in there as well. So it's just full of a lot of information. Now, we currently don't have a way to mass produce those workbooks. So I would just say, step on up to be a president-elect and come on and see us at Network 360.
Excellent, thank you. Yes, I know we've gotten a lot of great feedback about those. Shifting gears a little bit, we have a question about prorated dues, and I'm happy to help here if need be, but there's some confusion about how dues are prorated when a member joins at different times throughout the year. Can you please clarify? Or would you like me to handle this?
We'll shoot it over to you, Amanda.
Okay, well, that was a deafening silence. The headline here for proration is new members. It only affects new members, and new members only pay for what they use. So if you have an event in March and you get new members to join in March, those members are only paying for March through the end of the year. There's no more credits coming back to an invoice at the second year of membership. But members, when they join, only pay for the months in the calendar year that they are active. So that is that in a nutshell. I hope that clarifies it. And of course, any other questions about renewals or anything related to membership, you can always email wcr@wcr.org, and our team is standing by, excited to help answer your questions. I do want to pose another question here, if we could, and President Carey, I hope you can kind of help support this. It's kind of a question and a statement, but we had mentioned some of the devastation from the two hurricanes that had hit different areas around the country, and there's a question around whether a decision has been made to help some of the states that have been affected by the hurricane. Do you want to speak at all about some of the support or what may be on the horizon?
Sure. So there are so many ways to give back to our communities, and our community being our network of women's council members across the country. I think all of us probably know someone in one of the affected areas. I think one of the easiest ways that we can one of the easiest things that we can do is reach out and ask them how they're doing, ask them what they need for support, because also there's a lot of people directly in the areas that are able to support them directly. But I know that as I reached out to the state leaders in the affected areas to ask what they might need for assistance, there was a lot of like coats and hats and gloves that were needed. So maybe doing a coat or a hat or a sock or a glove or a blanket drive, or, or giving to something that they already have. already in place, you know, not necessarily hosting it yourself, but like just being a part of that, asking how they can help. I know there was a lot of need, and Tammy, you had mentioned this, there was a lot of need for gas cards and
Food card,
grocery store
yes,
cards
yeah,
and things like that. You know, it's these things are not getting any less hard. Is that a phrase that I can use?
true, yes, ma'am. Yes, that's true.
These things are coming at us more intensely and more often and more frequently. And so while money is always great and appreciated, sometimes there's a lot of red tape that might be involved with getting money to someone. So gift cards, blankets, a simple call to ask what it is that they need. That's a
Absolutely.
really simple way. And honestly, these people just are so, they're so just grateful that someone's thinking about them, and that, you know, many of our members were fine. But in areas like North Carolina, like I was talking to people, it wasn't even like you don't think of the hurricanes. I think of hurricanes as being a coastal challenge. It's not. In North Carolina, it was not even near the coast at all. And I was seeing some of the devastation. So just reaching out, I think that's a big thing. Yes, the Realtor Relief Foundation is an avenue where you can give funds. Yet reach out. We all know, like I said, reach out to someone that you know in those areas, ask them what you can do specifically to help them, maybe reaching out to the associations in that area, seeing if they have anything going on that you can be a part of. But when we say we help our communities, this is our community. And it's not just in your backyard. These are our family members across the country. And that's what I mean by supporting your community. So small things make a huge difference.
Yes, it does.
Thank you very much for that. And it's a beautiful sentiment. And I will say too, we are working at the national level on solutioning other ways to help assist those areas affected too. So please stay tuned as we're doing the due diligence on the back end to make sure that we have all of our questions answered before we make anything public. But we're looking at ways that we can help as well.
I see that Michelle, I'm not gonna try to, Michelle Rainier. She has a comment that they do have plenty of supplies. I'm not really sure where Michelle's from, but no need for coats or jackets right now, but she can explain offline. So like I said, reach out specifically to people and ask them exactly what they need instead of assuming what they need and giving them what they don't. So that's probably the best thing that I can say is reach out personally and ask for what they need.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, President Carey.
Yeah.
That covers all the questions that I have for today. So I'll just turn it back over to you, Madam President, see if you have any final thoughts or anything you'd like to close with.
No, I'm just, again, honored to have shared this year with you all.
Don't start. We got 2 weeks. You're going to kill me between now
And I'm not done yet.
I know you ain't. That's what I'm saying.
So it's been a honor, and everyone's like, are you ready? You know, I saw a comment in there about a 2-year term and why we don't have 2-year terms. And I just want to say that you know, part of me agrees that, you know, you start to get to know your job when you're right on the way out. Yes. But that's part of the journey. And I am looking forward to next year's team, and I'm looking forward to next year's opportunities for all of us serving in 2024 on a board, whether it's president or, you know, whatever it is that you're serving. I'm looking forward to the doors opening for us in the future, because I know they're there, because this is just one of the steps on the ladder or the path. And I look forward to seeing everyone soar. I look forward to seeing everyone in Boston. I will do my best not to cry, but I can't promise. Yeah, just thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me on this journey. And I'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Oh, we love you, Carey.
Yeah, we love
you. We're not going nowhere. We're not letting you go nowhere.
I know. I know. And it's a wonderful experience. And anyone who's sat as president in any organization especially if it's only a year. They know that this is that bittersweet moment when you just have to trust. They're like they're kicking me out of the nest, and they're like, your wings are developed, and we know that you'll fly, and that's what we feel for all of you. And it really has been an honor.
Thank you, Carrie.
We
We
love
love you.
Thank you, Carrie. We won't let you get too far. We're keeping you
No,
around.
I know. I'm sticking around for a little while. This is my home
Tell
base.
her about her task force we gave her. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah. You don't know that part yet. Just stand by.
It's okay. Give me a minute to breathe. I will say, because it is coming up, and I've been honored to go to many different networks and opportunities around the world actually this year. For anyone that's going to be at the ARIA conference in a couple of days, I look forward to seeing you there. I'll be there on a panel speaking about Women's Council in the global space. And that's at 9:00 on Thursday morning. I know that this is recorded, so that's not going to be, but I look forward to seeing anyone there. And I've really enjoyed getting to know absolutely everyone that I've gotten to touch this year. And I'm going to stop crying now. And that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, with that, we thank you all for sticking with us today and attending to hear these important updates from your national leaders. And we thank you, Carrie, for what has been a wonderful year so far of your service and your leadership, and the direction that this leadership team in particular is taking the organization is something that I hope all of our members feel proud of. And it's thanks in large part to all of your combined styles working together towards success. So thank you. And we look forward to seeing everyone in Boston in a couple short weeks.
Thank
All
you
right.
all.
See
It's
you
in
guys in
Boston.
In Boston.
Hey.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.